Let's listen in now to Andre Hill's family.
Even the FOP president just said this, you don't get these sort of verdicts. So this is almost historic to get a verdict like this. Did it come as a surprise at all, or were you fearful that you wouldn't hear the guilty verdict that you wanted to hear?
No, I wasn't fearful because I know what I saw. I know what happened. I know what he did. So, I mean, there was no question in my mind.
What about the FOP president? He literally just said right before you came out, Andre wasn't complying. He was told to put his hands up, to show his hands, and he wasn't compliant. But
Well,
the video shows something different.
The jury spoke different as well.
What's it been like to have to wait 4 years for this moment?
It's been way too long. It's been way too long. But I'm glad that it's over. I mean, it won't bring Andre back, but hopefully it will set a precedent across the board for everyone else. This is not something that we can tolerate.
What is your message to people who have been through something similar? Where do you get strength from?
My family, my friends, God. I know what's right and what's wrong. So just keep the fight alive.
When you saw Adam Coy walk back to the back of the courtroom and you knew he was going to jail tonight,
I didn't see him. We left the courtroom by then.
but
So I
knowing
didn't
that
see
he will
him.
be behind bars tonight, what are your thoughts?
I'm glad. I mean, because at least he's still breathing. My brother is gone, so at least he still has his life. I mean, that's really not a fair trade, but it is what it is.
What do you do from now until sentencing? What do you do from now?
Try to pick up the pieces of my life and just keep moving on. I mean, that's all you can do.
Do you think you want to address him at sentencing, do a victim impact statement?
I probably will.
What would you say to him? Anything?
I don't know yet.
This process is probably far from over because I'm sure his team is going to appeal this verdict.
And that's fine. I mean, we've been told that's normal, so we're ready for it. That's fine.
As far as the family tonight, what are you guys going to do together?
Get some sleep. Get some sleep and relax and just try to decompress from everything. I mean, that's all we can do.
After this verdict today, as we report on this, what do you want people to remember about Andre or keep in mind about him?
Andre was the life of the party, like we've been saying from the very beginning. He did not see this coming. He didn't deserve that. He's smiling down on us right now. You guys want to say anything?
How are you feeling?
I'm happy this is over. Basically, I'm just happy that we got the verdict. The jury saw this right. We're just happy this day is over.
And how emotional, when you heard those words, what were some of the emotions going through your mind when you heard the guilty verdict?
Thank God that they saw everything, that they were able to actually see what really happened.
Through all the distractions.
Yeah.
Throughout this trial, did you ever doubt? What were you feeling? What was going through your mind?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's such a long process. You know, everything kind of goes through your mind throughout this process. It's, you know, you don't have doubt because you know what happened. You just stay with the faith and just hope that everyone can see exactly what you know, what should happen.
When this case happened back in 2020, this was during a time when the country was going through a quote-unquote kind of racial reckoning. What sort of message do you think this will send to departments not only here in Central Ohio, but across the country?
It's time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to bring everything to a stop and make everything fair. Today it was fair, justice spoke, and we got what we wanted, and we got what was fair and right.
Do you think there needs to, I know the Columbus Police Department made some changes after Andre's death. Do you think there needs to be any more changes?
It's always room for improvement, yes. Yeah.
Like, what have you been discussing with your family? Whenever we sit with our family, we say, well, if they do this or that, are there any thoughts that you guys have had?
If they do this or that, like what?
Like change something specific or?
The police force?
Yeah.
No, I have not been keeping up with them because obviously we have been in our own situations, so I have not been keeping up with any changes that they have done, so I can't speak to that.
What would Andre say if he was here today, you think?
You mean, what wouldn't he say? He'll be glad that justice prevailed. He would be glad that the truth was heard and it wasn't covered up. There were no distractions. He would be happy that the outcome was what it was. Yeah.
Just for the purpose of the camera, name, first and last.
Shauna Barnett,
Spell your first and last name for me.
SHAWNABARNETT.
Okay.
Michelle Hairston.
Spell that first and last name for me.
MICHELLEHAIRSTON.
And you're both his sisters?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
very
guys.
much.
Thank you very much.